Now that you are a proud UGO owner, here are some operator tips and observations that will help you get the most from this great little unit. Your UGO came with this 2-in-1 cable. One end of this cable shares an audio plug along with a standard USB connector that you can insert into any exterior USB port. The other end of this 2-in-1 cable has a single mini USB that you insert into the UGO, and it will both carry your audio signal and at the same time recharge your battery. This UGO receptacle is where you insert the single mini USB to get the audio signal in from an outside source. And if you are using the UGO as a radio, this same receptacle is where you plug in your expandable antenna, and as a bonus, your 2-in-1 cable also acts as an antenna. So, this little mini USB input performs three functions. It's a signal line in, an antenna in, and also serves to recharge your internal battery. Do not store the UGO with a dead battery. This is the aux out where you can plug in a set of headphones, which will not mute the speaker but can be very handy when you want to block the outside ambient noise when listening. You can also use this port to connect additional speakers from one source. To do this, the audio must originate from speaker number 1 and pass to speaker number 2 using this aux out port. Plug the 2-in-1 cable jack into the aux out of speaker number 1. Plug the mini USB end of the same cable into speaker number 2. Audio played on speaker number 1 will now also play on speaker number 2. Any number of additional speakers can be linked together in the same way, creating a very exciting option for you by daisy-chaining multiple UGO speakers for an unbelievable sound that will fill a room even at low volume. For more separation between speakers, longer 2-in-1 cables are available at UGOspeakers.com. Now we come to the bank of 4 square push buttons. Looking at the first one on the left, marked Mode with a big capital M on the surface. Your UGO speaker can operate in 4 different modes: Bluetooth, micro SD card, FM radio, and line connection. To switch between modes, press and release the mode button. Mode number 1 is Bluetooth. Turn your UGO speaker on, you will hear a beep. The blue light will blink rapidly. This indicates that the UGO is ready to pair. Your UGO can pair to many devices, but can only connect to one at a time. Refer to your provided operator's manual to show how to pair to an Android phone, to an iPhone, or an iPad, a Mac computer, or a PC. Mode number 2 is the micro SD card function. Here is where you insert a micro SD card. You can use a computer or Android phone to transfer your favorite music files to your micro SD card. When you do this, make sure the files are in the MP3 format. UGO speakers only read files configured to the MP3 format because the MP3 format is the most common kind of digital music file. Once the MP3 format music files are loaded onto the mini SD card, insert it directly into the slot labeled micro SD. It will click into place. Your music will automatically start playing. Mode number 3 is FM radio. Plug the included antenna into the slot labeled line ant, or line antenna. Push the mode button until you hear static. Now push the green pause play button and the UGO will automatically scan and load all FM radio stations within range. Once it stops scanning, you can switch stations by pushing and releasing the volume up or down buttons. These are the last 2 square buttons in the bank of 4. Remember to just push and release these buttons to change the stations. Don't push and hold them because that changes the volume. Mode number 4 is the line connection, which we already covered. Just remember that if the audio does not play after plugging in, press the mode button until it scrolls into the line mode. To the right of the mode function, we find the second square button in this bank of 4 with a little green phone icon above it and a play-pause symbol on the surface. While in Bluetooth mode and connected to a cell phone, this button will also answer and end incoming phone calls. Enjoy your new UGO portable Bluetooth speaker, and don't forget to tell your friends.